You're very welcome back to beautiful Tallinn in Estonia, a gorgeous country in the Baltic Sea where we are broadcasting to you live on this World Cleanup Day. Well, we have been here for 17,000 hours since the dawn of time, it feels like, but we're all in good spirits, aren't we? Yes. Yeah, let's try that again. We're all in good form, aren't we, my friends? Yes. I'm burning up all their energy. Every time I get them to do that, they just fade a little bit more. But these are some of our volunteers here for World Cleanup Day who are taking calls from countries all over the world. We are monitoring this huge civic movement, the largest in the world. It's pretty incredible when you think about it. Last year, we hosted the show from Kosovo. And it was amazing to be in Kosovo, a country that is a kind of a relatively new country, post-war, etc. And to see the numbers, it was just staggering. 21.2 million people around the world, 21.2 million people came out on one day to clean, to make a difference. They collected 100,000 tons of waste in 180 countries. At the end of today, we should have an idea if this year's figures will reflect last year's, if we have outdone last year, if we are maybe falling a little bit short because of COVID. It's very hard to tell. This is an unprecedented challenge the cleanup is operating in this year, of course, around the globe with the coronavirus, with gatherings and groups not being allowed and restricted in many places. But over the next half hour or so here on the live show, we're going to check in with more countries around the world to see what's happening. The first one we are going to is Nigeria.
We follow up with our partners. We have a group where we keep all our partners to remind them of our guidelines and always appreciate them for their support from the beginning of the year to this time. It is important for me to state that a few weeks ago, we sent out a press statement because we needed to follow the government guidelines, and we didn't encourage physical gathering cleanup. So what we did was to say, if you are going to clean up, you can clean up in your environment, your house, your office, your school, your shop, your car. You can clean up your car. You can clean up drainages in front of your house and send us the pictures. We directed them to the global page to actually register. And so this morning we reminded them again to say, okay, we'll still maintain our guidelines, share pictures of videos of your cleanup activities today, and tag us on all our social media, while you also mention with hashtag World Cleanup Day. We've been following them since morning. A lot of people will send appreciation who have posted and mentioned us. We've sent appreciation to them that we thank you for your support. We can see a lot of people. Even at with the guidelines that were sent out, we realize that a lot of people are interested in participating on Working Up Day. And a lot of people have come out to actually participate, even with the statement issued last week.
All right. So I understand that there wasn't like big gatherings, any big gathering, just people try to clean up their neighborhoods, their own houses. How did the people of Nigeria react to this kind of cleanup? What do you think? How many participants were there today?
Yeah. So what we realize is that a few people actually responded to the guidelines of cleaning their environments or cleaning their homes, doing the individual cleanups. But a lot of people came out en masse to actually participate in large gathering cleanup. And it is important for us to actually be mindful of the name. We are social agents. We are active citizens. We should not do something that will go against government wish. But of course, a lot of people, we've seen that a lot of people went out en masse to actually do a physical gathering.
Mm-hmm. How do you think that did the message get to the people that about cleanups, about caring for the environment?
Okay. We at the 3 4 months ago, we started a campaign creating awareness about the cleanup, and on our social media and on our platform on WhatsApp. So we have a WhatsApp group where we share information on what we get from the headquarters, and to say this is what we are looking at this year. We share information to our what's it called, to partners. We send emails. We have all their emails. As at our last count, the last working of the last 2019, we have 70 partners who currently participated on the Working Up Day. So it's easier for us to get in touch with them. A lot of them even had made it a tradition or a practice to actually commemorate the Working Up Day. Of course, most people feel that the trademark Working Up Day belongs to United Nations, but it is important we also let them know that this is as nothing. This is actually actually started from Estonia through Let's Do It World.
Thank you for doing it. Thank you for continuing to improve our world, your country, beautiful Nigeria. Do you have something maybe you want to tell to the world, to the other countries who have been cleaning up today?
Yeah, so first of all, I need to appreciate all our partners in Nigeria. We appreciate all your commitment, 100% commitment to the Working Up Day. We appreciate the way you have promoted our country, Nigeria, to ensuring that we have a clean society. We'll say that this is just the beginning. Let's continue to do more. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Hey, good stuff. Thank you so much, Olemode in Nigeria. And great work on the cleanup and well done. They're laughing at me back there. Did I pronounce that okay? No. There was silence and then I heard no. And now they bow their heads in disappointment at me. Well, let's go to a place where I can pronounce this now. We're going to Sierra Leone. And this is Paul. How are you, Paul?
Oh, hello, how are you? Hello, everyone.
So, Paul, in Sierra Leone, you have already finished the World Cleanup Day. How did it go?
I would say it was a success. You know, even though we had a very limited, we managed to have it in partnership with the National Olympic Committee and with the Ministry of Environment. So it actually was a very quick cleanup exercise within the Central Business District this morning that we did. And yeah, of course, it was a success. I've already shared some photos with you. So we also did a similar campaign in Makeni. So we have a team of volunteers in Makeni as well that have just concluded the cleanup day exercise in Makeni as well. So actually, we had other volunteers from the ECOWAS Youth Council to join us. We have other volunteers from other organizations that join us. The Sierra Leone Police was also part of the process. We had the Minister of Environment also took part of the process, and the chairman for the National Olympic Committee, and they also participate. In fact, they played immense role in ensuring that we have a very successful cleanup exercise this morning. It was fun.
What was especially fun?
You know, it's since the COVID-19 outbreak breakout in Sierra Leone, we normally had been having a national cleanup exercise every month. Last Saturday in a month, we have a national cleanup exercise. But since the pandemic, the cleanup exercise was put on hold. So having an exercise like this one today was very, very key, and it's actually, you know, inspired members of the public and government to also ensure that we lift up the monthly cleanup exercise to be effective and ongoing. So it was fun. We were there, and then statements were made from governments and other key stakeholders to ensure that the national, not only the World Cleanup Day event, but the national cleanup exercise to be revived again.
Great. I'm going to ask you to lift the phone more up a bit. Yeah, just, yeah, this, yeah, okay, thanks. So if you are working together with the Olympic Committee, then surely you must include some sports activities as well, or not?
Well, due to the current situation, there will not be any sporting activity for this year. We are trying as best as possible not to commute in large crowds because it is actually not allowed to commute in large crowds. So, but hopefully next year we'll have a very great event. Probably after the cleanup exercise, we do sport as well.
Great to hear. I also wanted to ask, how much trash did you pick up? Do you know already?
Actually, we had a lot of trash picked up today. We were not actually able to put it on weigh, like to weigh the kilogram of trash collected. But based on photos that we share, you can actually see that we managed to gather a lot of trash that was picked up. And actually, very, very accepted by the general public, because we also have traders union that also participated today. We have the stationary union that also participated today. So yeah, we picked up a lot of trash, and we managed to have it trashed out at the national dump site. But unfortunately, we were not able to weigh the amount of kilograms that was picked up anyway.
Okay. Well, great to hear. So I will let you go off. Enjoy the day. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you.
There you go, a nice big wave from Sierra Leone, and we are going on quickly to our next country. We are going to Curacao, and hello to Hans.
Today we have the World Cleanup going on, and with the World Cleanup we have a group of about 1,100 volunteers cleaning on land, and for what I know right now it's about 80 to 90 divers that's gonna clean underwater in total.
Can you also show those divers? I believe they are behind you. Can you show them with the phone, with the screen?
We have some divers over there.
Aha, okay, excellent. Yeah.
This is the last group that's going into the water because of the COVID rules. We are not allowed to go in as one big group, so there's small groups of 4 people going in.
Right. And what exactly are those divers going to do? Are they going to collect plastic from the sea, or what exactly?
Well, this group of divers, they have a special goal. The special goal is to cut fishing lines in the water, because 4 weeks ago I had to rescue a turtle on the water that was entangled in fishing lines. And people are fishing so much on this area that we decided to go in with about 30 divers in total that are going to cut all the fishing lines that we have on the bottom over.
So who are fishing there? Tourists or the locals?
It's the locals that fish there. They fish from shore, and with long nylon lines, they fish anything that will bite, and they will eat it.
Right. Okay. What about awareness? I mean, do people know about those issues, or how do you raise awareness in your island?
You're coming and going. I cannot hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, so what is the biggest issue in Curacao in terms of the waste, in terms of the pollution? What is the biggest problem?
Well, the biggest issue in Curacao is the dirt that everybody throws away on the street. You can find bottles, you can find aluminum cans, you can find refrigerators, stove, old cars. I mean, they have a bad over here that they dump on spots where there's trash. And what we would do today is we try to clean all those spots that we have, and when those are clean, we hope them to stay clean for a while. That's the best way of doing it.
You already mentioned a couple of solutions on how to reduce waste. Is there any other you would like to highlight, like some community initiatives or anything that could be perhaps inspiring to other countries?
Well, what we have is what we have here is we call it Adopt a Dive Site. With 14 dive centers, we adopted a dive site in that's a pro from Paddy, and we're doing a cleanup every month. Like my dive center has the first Saturday of the month. We clean up at this called Tugboat, but that means that on that day we organize it. But all the other dives that we're doing, we're always taking a track with us. We're always taking trash out of the water, and that's one of the ways of doing it. The other part is that we have a lot of private initiatives going on the island, and more people are using pickup trash as a kind of a team building. Sometimes it's some colleagues from school doing it like that, or you can find a company. And there are also companies here that are adopting sites on land, which they're gonna keep clean.
Excellent. Sounds really good. And listening that it, considering Curacao is quite a small island, it seems like there's a lot of initiatives already going on. And I'm sure your island will be much cleaner soon.
That's what we hope. We hope it will be completely clean so that you don't find any trash on the street.
Excellent.
That's our main goal.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Hans Play from Curacao, and all the best to you and everyone else who's participating in this campaign.
Yes, thank you. And I hope even this year, due to COVID, that it still will be a big success like we have in the past 3 years that we were joining the World Cleanup Day.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Hans, there in Curacao. Good to talk to you, and thank you so much for coming out and to participate in the World Cleanup Day. Now, we have a lady here beside us. What are you laughing at back there again? Oh, I don't even know. They're crazy. How are you, Laura?
I'm all right. It's been a long day, but everything's good.
You couldn't even find the words.
Like, yes.
You were like, what word do I say here? It's
good. It's good.
Fantastic.
It's a very Estonian word.
You have a British accent, but you're Estonian.
Correct.
Because you studied in Britain.
Correct.
Okay, that wasn't going anywhere. That was that.
Perfect.
That's a little interesting sideline, so the audience get to know you at home. So fantastic. And you've got this for us. What is this?
This is Mart's idea, our Estonian manager's idea.
Yep.
I have top 5 weirdest foundings in Estonia today.
So these are the weirdest findings from Estonia today. The craziest things that were found during the cleanup.
Some of them.
Now, will any of this that you're about to reveal mean that we are going to be in court in a few weeks, defending yourselves? No dead bodies, nothing like that.
No dead bodies. 1 dead hedgehog and 1 dead rat.
And we had nothing to do with that for legal reasons. I have to point that out. They were deceased before we. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Okay.
Top 5. Drum roll, please, friends. Number 5
is 2 big loaves of white bread.
Okay, there you go. And they were like untouched?
Untouched.
Okay, maybe
just in the forest.
Someone thought they were getting brown bread and they got white bread. They were disappointed.
And the Estonians like black bread, so
black bread.
Even worse.
Okay, and they. All right, okay. Number 4. Let's find out what number 4 is.
Number 4.
Suspense drum roll, please, everybody. What is this?
Could you please try and pronounce this?
You found Luma Pelud. Pelud. Luma Pelud. That sounds like something you'd go to the doctor about. You know, you have a very sore stomach and you'd be in the bathroom and Luma Pelud. What is it?
It's animal bones and yep.
Okay. I want to point out for legal reasons, not human bones. This is animal bones, and we had nothing. Sorry. Next one, number 3. Drum roll, please. Whoa.
A bed with blankets and pillows. A full bed with blankets and pillows. In the forest.
In the forest.
In the forest.
This wasn't taken from someone's house. Someone is not going to come home tonight and be like, where's my bed? I left my bed in my room here and the World Cleanup Day have dumped it.
Well.
Who knows, but it's number 3 on our list. Okay, let's go on to number 2. How exciting. Number 2. Oh. A toenail.
Yes.
An orange toenail. It must have been pretty big. Did you see a photograph of it?
No, I didn't.
You just
unfortunately.
can
But
you
it's
describe
orange.
it to
You can
us?
see it. It's
Okay,
orange.
right.
Fake toenail.
A fake toenail.
Yes. Let's be correct here.
Yeah, that's very important to point that out as well. Let's go on, guys. Plastic toenail. Let's go. Number 1, the weirdest thing found in Estonia today during their cleanup. Drum roll, everybody.
I'm not sure if it's the weirdest one, but it's the one that was the most exciting for us. A lady found a wine bottle in the river. It had a message in the bottle. It was in Russian. It had 2 phone numbers, and the 2 girls were trying to find their prince.
Wow. I'm right here, girls. Don't look any further. My number, it's on the screen now. I'm only joking. So, and I don't speak Russian, so it was clearly not for me. But that's incredible. Were they able to like ring the numbers or find out who it was?
They didn't, actually.
They didn't, okay.
Because girls found the numbers.
Okay, so they haven't called yet.
Yes.
Big round of applause. Laura, well done. Fantastic. The weirdest things found today. Okay, we're going to move from Estonia. Thank you so much, Laura. And we're going now to Canada.
Oh, yes, it has indeed. We have gone out cleaning our neighborhood here. Actually, in Ottawa, we had 3 different groups. And it's been fun, as it usually is.
So, in your group, what was the main thing that you did? What kind of waste did you find, and how much litter did you manage to gather from the streets and parks?
We were a group of approximately no, exactly 23 people, and we split into different locations to do road cleaning, curb cleaning, and there was much more waste than we expected. We collected a total of approximately 1,800 liters, and we found some weird stuff like a shopping cart thrown on the side of the street. We found 6 tires thrown on the back of an alley. So pretty amazing what people throw on the side of the streets.
How surprising was it to find these kinds of things? And for you and the other people in your group, do you actually understand that, yeah, this is just around, laying around in my neighborhood?
Yes, it was very surprising because, you know, we drive around every day. And when we look out the window, it seems like there is no waste. And then when you go out there and you see there's so much more than you can possibly see. So, you know, it is very important to do those cleanups and make people aware of everything that's going on. And we're just, as we put it in our site, you know, waste blinded.
Yeah. But do you think how aware are Canadians about the waste that surrounds them? Do you see the country as a kind of illusion that everything is good and clean, but it might not be, or you have, or what do you think?
I think Canadians are pretty aware of you know, the waste and how it should be treated. Most of the cities have recycling programs and whatnot, but we still have this social problem of you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then people, I think the awareness might be lower than the reality. Mm-hmm. Just because of what I just said. You know, as you drive past it, it doesn't seem that there is so much waste.
Is there kind of a specific problem or issue in Canada too, with waste?
I don't think there's a specific waste. You know, we have what you find in any city around the world. You know, coffee cups and fries packets and papers, and now we have a special problem with the disposable masks. So a lot of masks being thrown over the window. So
thank you, Fernando, and your cleanup actions in Ottawa, and see you next year, maybe in another location.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks
you.
to all our Canadian activists who joined us today.
Thank you, Canada.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, the Maple Leaf Country, Canada there. And we'll be checking in with the USA shortly. And we've two great characters later in the day we want you to meet, Bill and Steve. We first met Bill and Steve at the World Cleanup Day conference here in Tallinn, Estonia in January. They are two characters and their heart is really in it. Their passion shines through. So they recorded a hilarious interview. You'll see it later in the program. But now we are turning our attention to something pretty cool. This is called Earth Speaker. And we're going to talk to Taylor Dover. Earth Speaker has a program for children which allows them to express their feelings through art. And the World Cleanup Day this year has teamed up with them. So let's find out more about it.
Hello there, how are you?
Can you please let us know at what moment did we catch you?
I'm calling in from Berlin this morning. We're getting ready to go out to a local park nearby called Hasenheide to join the cleanup there today.
So Taylor, you are going cleaning with the team from an app called Earth Speaker. Can you please tell us a little bit, what is this app?
Right, absolutely. So Earth Speaker is an artwork and it's also an app. And it's a work made by Olafur Eliasson, but it's not a traditional kind of artwork. It's something that he has started, and it's made and given over to kids to become the real artists who make the artwork itself. But it's a platform for young kids to share their message or their concerns about the planet. And they can take their message and they can literally make a tree speak or the ground talk.
And why did you decide to join forces with World Cleanup Day and take part in it?
But we've been, since the beginning of this year in January, hosting a lot of workshops with kids around the EU and asking them what are the issues that they're most concerned about for a better future for their planet. And the number one issue that kids talk about is plastic and picking up plastic in terms of trash and recycling it better. So we learned really from the beginning that for young kids, this is a really important issue. And then having more and more workshops around the EU, we've learned from the kids and other people partnering with us in these workshops about World Cleanup Day. So we realized this is an amazing thing to take this really important topic for the kids. We can partner with somebody who's doing a great job of solving this problem, so that we thought it would be a really good way to encourage the kids to share their concern, but also be able to do something about making it better.
So it's not only saying your concerns out loud, but also taking action and making a difference.
Yes, and when we've been speaking with kids, a lot of times they say, what do you want to do better? And they turn back to us and say, why are you asking me? Let's just do something. Stop talking, do something. And I think that's what's really amazing about World Cleanup Day as well. It's actually a time where everybody gets out and it's a collective action of actually making a difference. And I think the young kids we're working with, they really appreciate that kind of approach.
That's a great initiative from our friends at Earth Speaker, and we're going to stick with the children now because here in Tallinn there is a great international school and the children there do recycle, but we wanted to know what's in their waste, how do they sort it and what they think of the whole recycling process. So the other day the World Cleanup Day sent their cameras around and here's how they got on.
Olivia from Russia and Canada. Why do you think it's important to clean up waste and rubbish around us?
Well, I think it's important to clean waste and rubbish around us because everybody deserves to live in a clean world where they can drink fresh water and breathe in fresh air, and they shouldn't see pollution around them. They should live in a beautiful world the way it was created. So I think it's important that we get it back into the way it was made.
Nadia from Russia. Why do you think it's important to look after environment and collect and recycle waste?
Because birds, some of the birds think that plastic is like food, and they eat them and then they die. So we're trying to help them to not eat and not die.
Corey from the United States. How much do you yourself know about the waste and recycling, and are you doing yourself something to make our world a cleaner place?
Well, I mean, of course we're going to learn about it in school, and I mean, it's just kind of a general message to keep the world a better place. And whenever I see something like that I can pick up, then I'm going to try and pick it up because, it's not that hard because you just want to make it a little bit cleaner. Every piece of trash counts.
Mia from South Africa, do you know how to collect and how to recycle waste?
Yes, like papers go in one bin, plastics go in the other. Yeah.
What do you do when you see someone dumping rubbish on the street?
I would probably pick that trash up and either recycle it or put it in the trash.
Oliver from Sweden, when you see someone dumping trash or litter on the street, what would you do, or what do you do?
Well, if it's like a big trash bag or like something real big, then I'll go up to them and maybe tell them to pick it up and stuff like this. But if it's usually from the smaller things, I won't go and chase somebody around for that. But still, I would think like, oh, what a person, like he doesn't think at all.
So if you were a prime minister of your country, I know you have a king, not a president, but if you were prime minister, what would you tell to your people? What would you do to make your country a cleaner place?
I have not really thought about that, but I think I'd maybe enforce some laws to it. Maybe if you have to pay bigger fines if you get caught littering or stuff like that.
So what would be your message to people around the world? How to look after the environment better and how to reduce waste?
I would say to think about all the beautiful things in the world and try to make sure that every area you see can be as beautiful as what you love. So just make it home and don't ruin it.
What would be your message to people around the world who are watching this program? How to make our planet Earth more sustainable and cleaner place?
My message would be that don't litter, even though you think it's not going to make a big change, but if everybody would do that, then it's going to make a big change.
So if you were a president of your country, what would you do? What would you tell to people how to reduce waste?
I would probably make multiple world cleanup days, like how this one.
Well, honestly, I think World Cleanup Day just itself is a really good message and things that we can do. But I feel like maybe it would be better to make even more than those days, like maybe not even just yearly, maybe like monthly or something. Because, I think it really makes a big effort, even if it's just a little bit,
So is that your message to people all around the world? Make more cleanup days?
Yeah, I think that would be cool, and just help as much as you can, because every piece counts,
Smart kids there with some really powerful messages. One of my favorites was when the little girl said that you should try and make every place as beautiful as your favorite beautiful place. I thought that was a really nice, simple way of putting it. And I think when you hear them and their dreams and hopes and their determination for having a greener, cleaner planet, I think we are in safe hands. The future of the World Cleanup Day, they are the future, is in safe hands. And we're staying with the theme of children at the moment because we were sent this beautiful short video which expresses as well the world of children, nature, and their impact on nature and how they want to make it a better place.
Plast i naturen.
Bra, Oskar.
Plast i naturen. Plast i naturen.
He found some plastic, he picked it up. So even at such a young age, a small age, he was able to do his part. So we should all learn from that little toddler. Now, we are going to turn our attention from the school kids to the big boys, and we're going to UNESCO because there at UNESCO we're talking to Alexander Leicht. He is in the Education for Sustainable Development section of UNESCO, and they've been running a thing called Trash Hack. It's a fascinating concept, and I caught up with him earlier this week to find out more about it.
Trash Hack is a big social media campaign we are launching this year on World Cleanup Day. And we're encouraging everyone to do little actions with their trash, recycle their trash, reuse it creatively, participate in a cleanup in order to clean up our world and start to think differently and reflect on how we have to live differently in order to live more sustainably. What our big goal is really to make people reflect on our lifestyles, on the way we live, and on the very, very resource-intensive way we live, and that really, in the end, damages the planet. We want people to do something out in the real world, clean up the real world in this context, and then think about different lifestyles and different ways of doing things.
And the very best of luck to Alexander Leicht and all our friends at UNESCO with their project. And as always, thanks so much for your partnership with World Cleanup Day. It's great that two bodies working together for the one great cause. Now, we've been talking to different groups who clean up forests, oceans. So many focus on the oceans and different sectors of communities and towns and villages. But next, we want to introduce you to a group who focus on basketball courts. They help clean up cigarette butts and other pieces of litter from basketball courts, and they're trying to set a world record. Take a look at this.
This is a historic moment in the World Cleanup Day history, because we are here on the basketball court together with the Secretary General of Estonian Basketball Federation. and together we are making history because you and all the Estonian people want to throw in how many times free throws?
100,000 made shots.
Wow, 100,000 shots in, and what's the number at this moment now?
It's around 95,000 shots has been made, so we are very close.
And you personally, have you been cleaning already, or you will go after the shots have been made?
Yeah, of course, we started early in the morning, 8 o'clock. I started to clean full Estonia, and also I've been made 200 shots myself in this morning. So.
Crazy Estonians. So, I mean, Guinness World Record is what is being made here today. It is 100,000 shots in free throws, and cleaning together Estonia with all the basketball players who we can find in Estonia.
History has been made. Estonia as a nation made history. And congratulations, it's also 100 years of Estonian basketball.
So, I mean, in how many places in Estonia today free throws are being thrown?
It's actually 71 places, but 101 baskets. so it's a lot.
101 baskets, but how many cigarette butts have you found today?
Actually, I don't have this information, but only one place I personally went and I was asking how many. So it was 2,000. It was a small place, one court area, but it's a lot.
It's crazy numbers, and yeah, together, I mean, we will count those probably in the evening, then we know how many cigarette butts, for example, basketball players have got today. So, what's the current number at the moment? Is it 96,000?
As you saw from the screen, it's 96,000. But me personally, I would like to say that the Estonian Basketball Society is very glad that we could join this World Cleanup Day. It's a great thing for us.
Lovely. Thank you for having us, and thank you for this cooperation, because I mean there are, let's say, 25,000 people in Estonia at least who are involved in basketball.
I didn't know that. Once more, we are happy. I think world is a better place, at least a little. So it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if you guys believe it or not, I have been playing basketball myself as well when I was a teenager. When looking up to you, then I would not want to play basketball anymore, but still. So you're playing in Tallinn first year. How many free throws did you get in today?
I went 2 times. I think the first time I went 6 for 10. The second time I went 10 for 10.
10 for 10, good. What about you?
I was 9 for 10. 9 for 10. Miss one miss. One try.
Yeah, one try. So where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, and 4th year in Tallinn.
Yeah, one year here, 3 years in another country, come back. But I've been here before.
Lovely. And what about you? Where are you from?
I'm also from Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is my first year in Tallinn in Estonia.
Have you ever considered that you will be part of making Guinness World Record?
Never in my day I would think I'd be part of a Guinness World Record. Never.
Same, never.
Does your mother know already that you will be part of Guinness World Record?
She doesn't.
What about your parents?
She doesn't, but she will know. She'll find out today.
Okay, guys, have fun. Okay, guys, I will show you something. Come and follow me. Look. This is a cigarette butt. So we are on actually 2 missions at the same time. Cleaning cigarette butts and throwing in free shots. But I don't have any gloves with me. What should I do? Maybe I can take a leave. Yeah, always wear gloves or have gloves with you. Woo! Whoa! And we're here!
Well done, man.
100,000 free throws. So this is Guinness World Record. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's just amazing. Feels great.
So in one particular country, 100,000 free throws have never thrown before.
No.
So this is today.
This is today. We started.
Yeah.
To be honest, one was also record, but we wanted to make it 100,000. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna make more.
Oh, so maybe even 200,000. God knows when it will stop. But yeah, World Cleanup Day and the Estonian Basketball Federation have joined hands, and this is amazing. So hope to see you guys out cleaning as well. And next year
we'll do that.
Yes.
There you go. Fantastic. A Guinness World Record set, 100,000 free throws, and thanks to our reporter Martin Normat there from Estonian television. Great report and great initiative as well. Now, let's continue checking in with various countries to see how the cleanup is going, and next we turn our attention to Taiwan. Well, well done to our friends there in Taiwan. You saw some images there of what looked like a fantastic and successful cleanup today, and you could feel the atmosphere and the energy and the positivity coming from those clips. And actually, someone we spoke to earlier, Paul Mordison from Sweden, he said, whatever you do when it comes to cleanups, do it with a smile and have fun, and it will make all the difference. In Taiwan, you certainly did that. Okay, let's go back and meet some of our workers and volunteers here at the Media Centre, the headquarters of World Cleanup Day here in Tallinn, Estonia. Look over here, everyone is working so busy. Let's say hello. How are you?
Hello. Very good. And
Hello.
you? This is my French accent.
What's wrong with the French accent?
Well, it's just happening here.
It's a beautiful thing, a French accent.
Sure.
So where are you from in France?
Lyon.
Nice. And do you live here in Estonia?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yes, sure, of course. What a silly question, Colum. And why did you come to Estonia?
Curiosity at the first place.
Curiosity?
Yeah, like it looks beautiful, looks far away. Let's go here.
And how did you get involved in World Cleanup Day?
Kind of randomly, I saw from the university that they're searching for people and just tried, like I just apply and be like, whatever.
Apply and they say, okay, I come and it is good. And you ask me question
and
it
I
is
answer you.
You answer me? Now you got away from me, Colum. No, I like your French accent.
That's strong French accent.
Remember a singer called Carlos?
Yeah.
In France?
Yeah.
He sang Big Bazoo. Do you know that song?
No.
No? It's a very
It's
old
really
song.
old. It's very
It's a very
old,
old
yeah.
song. I am a big geek, I know that. Hey, good talking to you and thank you so much.
Same.
Au revoir. Now look at people down here. This person is on the phone, so we won't interrupt them. Because this person is on the phone, I shouldn't be here talking to them because they're on a very serious phone call. Who are you talking to?
Bahamas.
The Bahamas. Say hi to the Bahamas.
Sorry, they say hi to you. I have a huge microphone here and camera, so I'm a little bit interrupted.
Did they say hi
right
back?
now.
What did the Bahamas say?
Of course, Bahamas says
Bahamas
hi
say hi back. What's happening in the Bahamas?
Well, they're really struggling with the COVID situation,
Okay.
and that's like really bad.
So this is a serious phone call. I shouldn't be doing
yes.
this in a serious phone call. Okay, you get back to it. Ingrid was just, I heard Ingrid laughing in my other ear there and shaking her head. I didn't know it was a serious phone call. I didn't know they were talking about COVID.
Do you know where you are?
I'm at the World Cleanup Day headquarters and we're having a good time. How's it going with you? You've been doing so much work here on social media.
And now I'm actually scanning the news and seeing what the world's talking about us, and it's overwhelmingly nice.
It's great.
Yes, it is. So many articles.
Can I just say one thing? I'm looking at the monitor over there on TV. We are twins!
Yeah,
look at this!
Look at that!
Look into the camera there. Come on, how about this? We're setting a fashion trend. We're bringing the checkered shirts back.
Yes, definitely. I need to go and change mine. Sorry, excuse me.
Okay, well, let's go from here now and let's head to our friends in Kosovo.
Hi everyone, happy World Cleanup Day. So where are we at the moment? Where are you guys? What are you doing?
For the moment, we are near the football stadium, Stadid Vokli. Here is the place where we decided to do the central action. Here, we are not only collecting cigarette butts, but also other kind of trash, mainly construction waste. And so we have one track there, and also the excavator now already have removed a considerable amount of trash.
So you are picking up the smallest bits like the cigarette butts, but also the biggest ones, the construction trash. So how much trash have you collected already?
So far, there have been 2 tracks with construction trash removed, and they are still working, as you can see.
But who are the people who
we have cleaned this part. Sorry, once again, if you can repeat.
Yes. So who are the people who are putting this construction trash there? Is it companies? I don't. It can't be private people.
Yes. There are some companies. with whom we cooperate, and we are doing it in voluntary basis. So yeah, so I try to show you a place where we haven't cleaned it yet. We did clean part which I showed you before, but just to show you how much trash is here. Unfortunately, in this place, some irresponsible citizens, if I can call them like this, continue to throw the trash here. So this location is known as station bus parking. It's just close the national stadium football stadium. Okay, so from here we are starting, as I said before, at the city park, and there we are focusing mainly in cigarette butts. We visited some days before the location we are going to conduct the action, and unfortunately there are a lot of cigarette butts. But firstly, we had to come here. This is the location that the previous year the main action happened also.
There you go. These things happen sometimes in live television. We will try and check back in with them later in the program. That was Kosovo, last year's host of the World Cleanup Day. We had a fantastic time in Pristina. Pristina being the capital of Kosovo. Beautiful city, beautiful country, most of all, beautiful people. Well, that's just about it for this edition of the World Cleanup Day show, or newscast, but we'll be back in around about an hour and 15 minutes or so with an update from more countries across the world. We'll be bringing you more experts on environmental issues and telling you stories of more creative and ingenious ideas of tackling the problem and how to reuse, recycle, and just have a great time when you're doing it as well. Isn't that right, my friends? More coffee needed. See you in an hour.